welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey New Game Plus stream. I'm Hikaru, and today we will continue at where we left off last time. We need to go talk to Herodotos in Thermopylai. Yeah. Long story short. Alright. So this part, I'm confused the first time I play it. It's like, why can't you just tell me here? Like, right here, we're here. Instead, you teleport just because you're a dick and want me to meet you somewhere else. I'm just, like, really confused the first time I play it. Also, today I read some patch notes. Today, Ubisoft give patch note 1.5.0. I was like, why you still patching the game, right? I mean, obvious there are like various bugs and whatnot. And it's like, why you still releasing? You're not releasing new content, right? And then I find out that in the beginning of the stream, or in the beginning of this series, I said something like, oh, I've finished everything, I've done everything, I've get everything I need. But then, in the end of last playthrough, like the main playthrough, I almost unlocked all the weapon engravings, but I didn't find a sword like a katana, but not really. It turns out it can be found in blacksmith. I totally forgot that blacksmith also sell gears. You know, I bought my unicorn football skin, epic skin in a blacksmith shop, but then I totally forgot that they sell things at all. And then there were like some other pieces, like armor piece, I didn't get, like this. So, like as you can see, you can get this piece, this set in Elysium, the whole set. But then you will have different color scheme, the ones available somewhere, and I have no idea where it is. And to be honest, this one, people were finding them in blacksmith shop, but for me, I killed a mercenary, so I don't know. Like, you can find this piece in the blacksmith, but how I get it is go kill a mercenary. So I totally forgot, like, blacksmiths even, sell things, because they usually sell like epic or rare stuff. I forgot about they sell the materials. I forgot about that they sell gears as well. So, yeah, you can buy 4 legendary pieces in blacksmith. They're not all of them are meme. Like the blade is pretty good. The 2 chest pieces are pretty good. It's hard to use, but just like some dude's video said, you have to be willingly taking a lot of risks and generally good at this game to be able to use. And then the reward is pretty nice too. I would not just say talk about the stats or anything, because to be honest, I want to be OP as it is.
They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
Really? Ugh. Okay. Let's go talk to him.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
Right.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotos?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
I guess this is how Leonidas died. You shouldn't do that.
Herodotos!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the speed of Leonidas.
You still...
The heroes played.
Alright.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
You know, later on you will see one cutscene to show why exactly that happened. Basically, of course, the court, yada yada yada. Yeah.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
He died.
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta.
Right.
What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
Okay.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before.
Who
Your
spread those
spear and
whispers?
that place are connected.
How do you know that?
You mentioned the people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, But they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
I really like that line. Also, Zeus, according to the lore in this game, Zeus is one of the Isu, but we haven't know a lot about him. Not in the lore I find in the game anyway. And a lot of people are digging out their lores from comics. Apparently there's a thing, and from books there's a thing. I haven't been that hardcore fan. I just play the game and then learn things from the game. And sometimes I watch people doing timeline or lore videos online. That's it. But what do we know from this game is Zeus is one of the brothers of Isu, like Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus, just like how Greek mythologies described. And and Deimos is a thing, Persephone is a thing. So yeah, and then people who came before is Isu, of course. And my husband called them aliens, because aliens, I do like the storyline, the big picture of the game, and I'm really curious about the next one. So I guess, job well done, Ubisoft.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotos. I trust you.
You understand? I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
So, we are the grandchildren of Leonidas, and actually both our father, like real father, the birth father, and the mom, I think both of them possess the power of some sort of power.
Herodotos. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotos is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotos on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotos and I share enemies too.
Like in Pinor?
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos. It controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow
Now
that.
they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
Why, Hermes? The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be
Your
my brother.
brother? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
I know, right?
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Yeah.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then.
I really like
Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Now that we have the necessary resources, we can upgrade the ship's hull. Poseidon be praised. She's in ramming shape now, like a beast.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes. Okay. Because I don't want to trap them. So where are we going? Andros? Here. Got it. So this is the forge. This is the forge, and this is where you upgrade your spear and hunt the cultists. I think they did some upgrade. Let's see. Oh, they're still. Oh man. Like they never leveled 10. Are you shitting me? Oh, he never leveled. All right. So yeah, this added like they're not dead. They're just like sulking and kicking the dirt because you punch them in the face or something. I don't know. It's really weird. So defeating them will give you. Sorry. So defeating the cult will give you one piece of that triangle stuff, and that is your special currency to upgrade your spear. So if you're playing the main game, not New Game Plus, you don't have the second ability bar. You don't have a lot of ability, a tier 3 ability unlocked, unless you upgrade your gear, your spear into certain tier. I think tier 2 is when you get the second ability bar, which is really crucial because by the time you probably will have more than 40 use. And swap them around is easy, but it's really pain in the butt because you're gonna do it every time before or after you fight. And yeah, like each fight is like, oh yeah, this is my chain assassin, but chain assassin you cannot do chain assassin during the melee fight, so you have to swap it out for some AoE or something. Oh, last time when I say AoE, what I mean is the AoE CC. Like Reign of Chaos is really good because it's knock people away from you and stun them for a couple of seconds, which you can whack on one people, get some adrenaline back instead of getting whacked by 4 people, and then your Reign Chaos will come back, and then you can use it again. And also one more thing why you need to upgrade your spear is your adrenaline segments. Now I have 8 segments. That's the fully upgraded one, of course. But I think you originally have 4, and it's not much. Now I have 8. So if you have your overpower, I don't think you can have overpower until like 15. But overpower costs 3. If you only have 4, then you're gonna use almost all of your adrenaline. But now I have 8. It's way better. So Isu story and whatever, I really like them, and it gave me curious. I think first I like Unity, I like Syndicate, but the modern day sucks for those 2 games. Modern day sucks. Basically for Unity is, oh, we are looking for this thing and oops, we lost. Yeah. So they are competing with the with the Templars. Like in modern days, assassins are competing with Templars on Shroud, and they have upper hand. But then they lost.
Go on.
Your spear. How did you fight?
My mother told me that the Spartan army brought it back to the Battle of Thermopylai.
Why bring it back to her?
Leonidas was her father.
Incredible. And it gives you visions. Perhaps it's trying to guide you, show you a path.
There's more. It helps me in battle.
What do you mean?
I can't really describe it. It's like I know what my opponent's next move will be just before it happens.
Fascinating. This is just extraordinary. We are approaching the island of Andros, Kassandra.
Yes, here we can see the tomb of the greatest Myrmidon, Achilles.
I was more excited by the fact that Andros exports some of the most expensive marble and wood.
Is this the place with the rumored ancient civil?
Oh shit. My bad. There are a lot of boars in this island, so yeah. And also, you don't have eagle sync point, but look at that. This thing itself is a fast travel point. So yeah. So in Unity, they lost the shroud. It's really important to the overall lore because what Templar want to do is to recreate Isu. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh shit! It's the boar. It's the bear. No, come on. Now I have to fight because I need to get my health back. Fuck off. And then in Syndicate they lost to Templars.
Is that a door? I've never seen anything like it before.
You were sent plenty later on. And then in Unity we're looking for this thing. Oh, never mind, we didn't. They are looking for a sage. When they see it, and they cannot extract it because basically.
How do I get inside? I wonder if.
Oh, yeah. So you're looking for the sage remain, but I think Arno hid the remain in the catacomb. So then it was like, oh, never mind. We cannot do it anyway.
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonidas' spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
Well, it's a very, very heavy burden, actually.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
It carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm's coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Smart ass. But I like it. Yeah. That's what happened because they failed to understand that the power is not belong to them or something, and they just wanted it. They just wanted it, but they don't have it. I don't know why that happened, but Piece of Eden, I think they all made of like ardent, or it's a special It's a special medal that later on you will be later on. It will be introduced to you later on to the game. Not to you. It's just like, okay, that's part of Isu's technology.
Gods, who built all this?
And then, yeah, maybe this whole mechanism recognized the medal, something.
How
I don't know.
does a place like this exist?
So, like cults later on, the ancient organization.
How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos?
You don't, Cassandra. You don't. So yeah, they want the power for themselves, but they can't, and they have to manipulate. Like Alexios, he has the power too.
Something's glowing over there.
And this stone is basically their battery, and if the stone dims, it means the power just ran out or something like that. Yep, here it is. Here's the spear. You upgrade your spear here. But at this point, you should have two. I mean, if you do this right after.
Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
And then, this is the first time you go back to modern day, I think. Yeah. So, I do like Lila from the start of the game, all the way to Atlantis. And I think she's a really promising main character. No, this is not modern day, sorry. But Lila, in the Atlantis DLC, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, very disappointed. Like, a lot of decisions she's making is questionable.
The forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long.
And then
Your
Victoria,
vitals are
please.
crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Cassandra.
If you insist, but only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. The Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist.
Alright.
So, Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Cassandra, and Alexios. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can.
Alright.
So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Brahmin variant, with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra-portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined.
Okay.
I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
You know, this is something that Victoria, she's great, but she didn't understand certain things. her mind still follow the normal life kind of style. Sometimes you just need to take risk, and not everything was going according to plan. But the same advice to Lila too. But these two, I don't think they're a good team. Anyway, Lila was kind of disappointing in the end. Not the end of the main game, but the end of Atlantis. That's why I was hooked to see more, like what was the modern day storyline gonna unfold next. But now we're gonna explore some Easter eggs and then pay tribute to the past games.
I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop.
That is Syndicate.
How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our injuries have healed. That's what matters.
Okay, so we didn't know that. Maybe it mentioned in a comic, I don't know. So maybe it will mention in another game. I don't know. There's some time missing in between Origins and Odyssey. Like, Lila joined Assassin, yes. Unwillingly. Like, he's really relentless. Like, I don't I don't really agree to you, but I have no choice. So he joined Assassins. But then now they're buddies. So what happened in between? I think there's another game should happen in between. But I don't know. Maybe in comics, maybe in other media. I really don't know.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotos left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Right. I think first one would be fine for me. Also, they're searching for staff that I didn't know the first playthrough. I'm kind of confused. Like, what are you looking for? But every time, every game, they're looking for something. They're looking for one piece. But this time it's staff of Hermes. And it makes more sense in Atlantis DLC. I don't know if that's a good idea or bad idea that Assassin finally control one of those pieces.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kiyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
So that is something that we don't know on this huge server. But my husband was like, dude, do they even know how server looks? I was like, I don't know. Okay.
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth?
I don't know. I guess this is their bed.
Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou.
There should be more Easter eggs around somewhere. Like here it is. Oh, shit. The Quebec caper. What the hell? Okay, I'm not gonna looking again this thing, but I guess you can find it online. Who's Alethea? I don't know. And email. There's always something like lore-wise or something. Oh god. Right, but I guess people would dig into that. What is this then?
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotos himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So does what I'm seeing as Cassandra match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotos. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Perikles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Right.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor. So I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
Okay.
So I've met Herodotos, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
This part is just like,
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
But yeah, history is great.
The center of the universe, circa 400 BCE.
Alright, that's the game map. And also, they find it.
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
Nope, eagle's better. And this is the Eastern egg, I guess? What is this?
What?
Ugh. Right, it has to throw that in. Right. Alright, I guess other than the computer, we have searched a lot of things in the modern world. Let us go back to Animus. Oh my god. Bye.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
Sure.
Yes, I'm ready to go back to Cassandra.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
You must be really boring, or like really bored, lady. Like, find some book to read. Holy moly. I remember the sound effect like whenever you go in Animus. Anyway, yeah. Backstory wise, I don't like Unity and Syndicate. It's just lame. And you play as you initiate. Like, the thing they give you clearance to know is bullshit. Like, it's like a top secret or like a core knowledge for assassin, and then you just get it. I was like, what? But then they go back to a single main character for modern day after they kill Desmond. And the whole Juno thing. I do like how they introduce more about Juno. You know. And I think Asus make a lot of mistakes by breaking the ethical or moral like taboo. Like, you shouldn't go beyond that to create a new species or whatever that has their own mind and can decide things
now.
like for themselves.
Stand a chance.
Like self-awareness. It's like, I don't know. That's why we shouldn't do that. Is like before we solve how we're gonna deal with the moral part or ethical part of this.
Well,
like,
Herodotos will be happy. It's clear someone was here far before we were.
and they create a human. And then they blame human for everything. Like, oh, because they start rebel. But you want to control them. So that is the paradox or conflict they really had.
Did Leonidas know this place existed?
Nope, I don't think so. That I would not get philosophical right there. I'm just like if one thing Juno says is correct, I mean I agree. I'm not agreeing Juno's idea that killing all humans, but they did create a very, very catastrophic problem by designing this project in the first place. Okay, we're gonna design a species that we're gonna control them, but they have the self-awareness. Then that will be unethical because you rip the free will from them. Anyway, I don't want getting any more philosophical there. But that is why it makes this storyline curious. You know, what happened to Isus and what will happen in the future. Yeah. Come on, brother.
Time to talk!
Well, this is also an impactful decision-making process or dialogue that you're really gonna be mindful what you choose if you want good ending or bad ending. I think
You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive.
Don't touch me.
Come on, little brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
Oh, that's a lie.
You think it's that simple? Come on, Alexios. Let's talk about it.
Stop calling me that! I already know what happened that night.
Right. Deimos. Now him, I don't know.
He's a demigod. Worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Right.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Don't be a dick, Alexios.
Even if we were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
If it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mater. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
Okay.
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them?
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand with us, stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like me.
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Perikles and his elitist scum they're next.
Okay.
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too. But they'll see how wrong they are.
So, Alexios was tortured since he was a baby and feed a bunch of lies and whatever. And I guess all that helped him survive. Like, he has to prove that I'm the only one you need, so that I won't get abandoned or something. Like, he is, he seems like a serial killer, and he was doing some really horrible things throughout the game that you can see one storyline push up. But I would say he, in different environment, he may be a different person. Like, if you play Alexios, of course their role swap, and now it'll be like Cassandra and the cult. And anyway, that baby was tortured and basically rip off any last strip of humanity by a lot of things, like kill their pets and all that shit. And yeah, then they become like this. They become like a serial killer, cold blood murder, and claim that they're a god or something. Anyway, if you want a good ending, just be nice to him. If you want a bad ending, don't care about it, just be as harsh as you could. Yeah. There are more than 2 endings, yes. And there's a secret ending, but I just watched them online. That for me, I don't really believe happy ending, but I like to see them. I like to believe that in the end they reunited, and they can live as a family that it never as it before. So that's just me. If you pursue different ending, feel free to choose different choices. Yeah.
I'm going after the cult,
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do. And you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it?
Yep.
You claim we have the same blood. So let's see what you can do.
So I don't know if you can fight him. Like, there's no chance you can fight him this time, because I was like level 13 when I was here, 14-ish, and he's level 35. So don't.
We still found each other, brother.
I told you not to touch me.
Deimos! Malaka, Herodotos won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened.
And he just teleported. Anyway. Wow, I thought it was a boat or something. It's not. It's some animal. And there's another thing bothers me is in the first DLC of Legacy of the First Blade, they reviewed the bloodline, and then apparently Aya is the descendants from Kassandra or Alexios. I called that bullshit.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotos. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it. You were right. There was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Deimos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Perikles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens to warn Perikles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Perikles is anywhere, he's there.
Okay, we go to Athens.
Ready to depart!
Where to now, Commander?
So, yeah, about that, like, I don't believe Aya is the original plan when they read the story. There are a lot of political things you need to think about now when you're making game, which is really sad. I mean, I personally don't care if the characters I'm playing is male or female. I'm a female gamer. I know I'm strong. I know I can do a lot of things. And I'm enjoying the game. I think that is the most important thing. And, like, you...
treacherous around chaos. We should be careful.
Yeah.
What? Charybdis and Scylla await at the bottom of the sea, I suppose. No! Pirates! A lot of them! Only pirates?
Come on. So, it's just like I don't care much about, like, Attica. Okay, right. But it doesn't make sense when they say, okay, it's Aya. It doesn't make sense because first I don't like Aya. They really didn't make that character likable. I don't know. I don't understand why people like her. Like, you basically betrayed your family. And you make a really questionable choices when you work with Cleopatra. And then you abandon your family. You abandon your husband. I can relate to that. I don't think anything will separate us and like this.
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really sad about that. Like when I see that ending, which is like, oh man, really? My heart's out for Bayek because Bayek is like tries so hard to put the family together. You know, is trying so hard. It's like, okay, fine, I will humor you. I will work for Cleopatra because that's what you want. That's for our son's revenge, and we need to put everything behind so we can start over again. And then the end, I guess Aya just too ambitious to stay in the family. It's like, okay, my life, my goal is way more important than what you want. So I'm leaving, pussy. Things like that. So first, I don't like Aya for that reason. And second, there's a lot of things in the game. Like, Bayek can communicate with his ego. And that is the Isu sense. That's the sixth sense. You know?
Let's see what this city has in store for me.
That is the Parthenon. Thank you for forcing my camera. Thank you for giving it back to me. Anyway, and then that, wow, Spartan, really? Oh, you're a merc, never mind. So, yeah, for that reason, I don't really, oh, you are the one giving that? Okay, mercenary. They're irrelevant. You're not. Are you the one? You're a dog. Okay. Oh, it's a wolf. Never mind. So yeah, for that reason, I don't like Aya and Bayek is the one can like sync his sense with the eagle, which is the Isu ability. And then they would just like shoehorn that in. So yeah, Aya is the one because Aya is half Greek, half Egyptian. Dude, her offspring is half Persian, half Greek. It doesn't matter where you're born. You're supposed in Persia anyway. So it is just stupid, to be honest. And then I legitimately don't know why they make that decision to give Aya, like make Aya the offspring. Dionysos, okay. I would be perfectly fine if they make the like Bayek the offspring. I'm not gonna say, oh, why not? It's a strong woman. Because in origin, because it's cohesive with their story. Or they just make Aya as the main character in origin. That works too, but they didn't. And that's a huge statue of Athena.
The famous Acropolis. A testament to humankind's skill and craftsmanship.
Oh. You already know the word humankind. Nice. I don't know if Athena is another Isu. But Poseidon is there. Zeus and Hades was there too. Why not Athena, right? So that guy gives you the Pomarch side quest line. So you probably need to kill like 15 total to finish the quest line. And in the end, it's a huge conquest battle. You choose to fight for one or another. It doesn't matter. They give you the sword anyway. It looks cool. It looks like the sword was in the cover page. So yeah. Or in the promotion videos or in the trailer. Yeah, that's the hero's sword. It's not necessarily hard to get. It's just a little farmy. You need to farm 15 polemarches from Athenian fort and farm 15 polemarches from what do I call it? Spartan forts. Then you get a sword. I mean, if you get early on, it will finish when you finish the exploration. Oh, it's pretty nice. Oh, right. They're debating. Cutscene. Forgive me.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens.
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew!
The Parthenon is glorious, Perikles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Perikles, or I will!
Okay.
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Perikles.
Alright.
Stay back! She is no threat to Perikles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotos. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Perikles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Kassandra.
Welcome, Kassandra. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
What, like crops?
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid, and Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely, and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Kassandra you'd invite her to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If she's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see her as a servant.
I'm not servant.
Kassandra, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it?
Role-playing game, RPG. Boom.
We're all after something, even you.
You're better at reading others than you let on.
Just
no shit.
Tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediocos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There is an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Okay.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Phidias? The famous sculptor? What did he do, exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
Could be a dick.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Alright, so we probably just need to find... Oh! That dude. Cleon has something to... Like, you can do something for Cleon, of course, but, you know, he is a douche. You can smell him from 10 miles away that he is a douche. Okay, so we're only worried about the main quest, that is. But I guess Cleon's quest, I'm just saying, you better do it before too late. Spoiler alert. Anyway, I need to go for a bio break. I'll be right back. Welcome back, and my cat was doing a bio break too in front of me. God. Come on. She's kind of old, so yeah. Like always, we do that. We had this like for different distance. I guess I'm just gonna accept Cleon's quest.
You there, Alexios. I have something you may be interested in.
Money? Dorhami, you mean?
Here, friend. I saw you talking to my associate, Perikles.
From what I saw, you weren't doing much associating.
That's just politics.
Right.
Perikles is a good man, a fine man, just not the right man.
That's not what I heard.
From whose lips? His?
Alright. Politics are liars. Politics was chosen by the people.
I've heard you both speak. You treat people's lives like it's some sort of game.
Politics is a game, and one with high stakes. I play for the people, while Perikles plays for power.
I think just upset, but whatever.
We all play for power. It's what we do with it that matters.
True, but understand, we have a dangerous, weak leader. The times demand strength.
Did you actually need something, or did you just want to educate me on the finer points of democracy?
Perikles is holding parties for the rich and powerful while we're under siege. What I want is for my people to reclaim control. You could help me.
Okay.
My services don't come cheap.
I understand the wills of commerce and the needs of the people. I will pay you handsomely for your services.
Okay.
And how do you want me to help?
Help Athens, not me. The Spartans howl outside our city walls. Create chaos among their ranks. Make them suffer as we do. Think about it. Will you take my commission and show the Spartans we are not defeated yet?
Sure.
I have no problem killing Spartans.
Good. Kill their commander Nabis, destroy their supplies, and return to me with proof of your exploits. Show them that we have teeth too.
I'll get it done.
Trust me, this is a huge opportunity for you.
Alright. We will get to that later. And I don't know. I don't trust you a bit. I just accept that quest so that I don't forget to do them before too late. Da 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 da. Another perk? Whoa. Whoa. A betrayal, okay. Da da da. Oh, this dude, right. He sealed himself in, so the only... Excuse me, lady? The only way to get in is like that. Also, the hell? You have a huge house, mister.
Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
Where's the snake? Oh, hi. Oh. Huh. Oh, nice. Da da da. Da da da. Oh, sorry. Whoops. So I may die to this dude again.
The god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
Sure.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Perikles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
The thugs! Right.
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Maybe you are. I don't know.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Perikles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes?
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
Flooded part? Why didn't you do something about it?
I'll track them down, Metiochos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before this can breach the walls.
Alright. Oh, clean up your house. You know, and open some doors. And respect the chicken. Wow. If you kill chicken, first it do damage to you, and if you kill chicken, it's considered a animal kill, and it give you bounty. Yeah. Okay. So what do we need here? One. Oh, just loot the chest. Cool.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Do you want to fight? Do you care?
The part of Athens I doubt Perikles is proud to talk about.
Nope. Okay. I just want that chest. Come on. Oh. You won't see me there. Cool. I just wanna finish that. Come on. Yeah. And they're blind, confirmed. But every time you go there, they were just like hostile to you.
There has to be a clue around here somewhere.
Oh, hello.
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I feel stupid now.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
Was it? Wow, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Oh.
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
Okay.
This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Okay.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Perikles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
Should do what
you can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
I can relate this so well, but I would not talk about it. But whatever.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
Okay.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Oh, just rally up some poor guy. I mean, I know that too well. Hello. I'm probably gonna make a save here, cause, you know, this guy's tough. And I just procced my shit. So, yeah. Well, doing a camera, I'm doing save. You can plus. I'm just saying, this guy is no joke. I probably die to this. Just be careful. There's snakes everywhere. Like that.
Be extra careful in this area.
Thank you. Icarus. How do you know?
I'll end you. You'll feel the sting of my venom. You can't stop me.
And he's using poison weapons.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
That's the second time. The second time. Ugh. Okay. He was very tough. That's last time I fought him. Yeah. I kid you not. Ugh. Ow. Thank you for adrenaline, I guess. No! That's my kill. Whatever. Thank you. He's using a dagger. And he used poison. So if you get poison and he combo you once, you're dead. Yeah. So keep your heal ready. Whenever you get poisoned, just heal back to full and, you know, dodge. Daggers are the hardest to parry, but if you get the ram going, you can. It's just really intimidating trying to parry a poison dagger because there's a lot on the line. You can always run. You can always run, get out the danger zone, and get yourself full, back to full, and go back to fight him. Just like plan it well. You know. Just saying, he is very tough.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Perikles.
Sure. You only gave me 1,000 for your trouble? I mean, I saved your life, dickhead. And look at your house. You should add one more digit to that. But, oh well. Oh well. Do that. Just when you move in the city, be careful. There are a lot of district areas like Agora. It's a market. Like, why? Why Agora is a restrict area? People will never know. Because I'm not Athenian? Because I'm not Athenian? I'm not allowed to go to the market? Agora. And then you meet a very famous figure here. I think after you did that, after you finished this quest, you meet him.
You must be the one Perikles sent.
How do you know?
He said there was an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
Okay.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Perikles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
Alright, I will try. I will certainly try.
Gods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
Okay. Let's figure out the route. Like, last time I go in because I don't know how big this shit is. Like, this yard is forbidden. It's also restrict area. So, yeah. We can finish that later because you don't want to be seen. Like, somewhere here, I don't know. I don't know if you can kill them or not, or that count as a compromise. Like, if you go in and out without being seen, they just like the cutscene was just like, oh yeah, we did that. And if you kill them, like,
no one notices me here.
I guess I don't know. Maybe there's, oh yeah, someone was tampering with the vote and something like that, and then the assistant just like give you a dirty look. It's kind of funny. Of course, it's in that room. He's moving, cool. Shit. Not where I wanna be. Let's see. Is there any other way? Is there any other way? Wow. There's no other way. It's the only way is... Let me see. So it's in that room. You have to go in from here to here. Oh my god. You gotta be shitting me, right? Oh, you're not shitting me. That's the only way. I wish there's a ladder, but there's no ladder. Oh no.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Whoops. Whoops. Come on. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck all these. I'm cheating. Can't stop me. I'm cheating. Can't stop me. Yeah. There's no way. I don't know how you do that without this ability. Oh, there is another door. Okay.
That should do it. I should let Perikles' contact know.
Okay, let's explore this. There's a doorway here. And you can drop from here. Ah, okay. You can sneak in from here. Got it. Cool. Good to know. This is why I keep this set. This is why I keep that set, because I can just use invisibility for free. Yeah, but it does take a lot of work, you know, just swap sets around. Alright. I cheated. Bite me. Okay, so Agora is not restrict area for now. Last time when I run here is like I get a line of guards chasing me. That was stupid.
It's done. You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
The votes have been tallied. Overwhelmingly, the people have decided that Anaxagoras should be ostracized from Athens.
Be slow to fall into friendship.
Da
But
da
once
da.
you do,
Socrates.
continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Perikles were much closer. It's strange, Perikles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
Okay.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Cassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Knowledge.
Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
Maybe that's his will.
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I don't know.
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about, my own.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Well, maybe that's his choice. Do you ask him what is he wanting to leave Athens? Like, you think it is bad for him to leave, you know, the home, the only home that he knows. Maybe he secretly wants to leave. Dude, I mean, that's sometimes I just don't like have philosophical arguments with people. You know, they're like, I'm on my high horses and I'm giving a speech. I don't care, dude. So this Phoebus, he is very, you know, sad. And when he died later on, well, he died. I just really feel sad for him. Dude, it's really, really heart-wrenching. And he is very important part for DLC. Yeah. He just stumbled upon something that I shouldn't know. Like, he is the classic case for people knowing too much, you know. Excuse me. He just know too much. And he doesn't even know that that's the knowledge. It's the knowledge he knows that put him in danger. He doesn't know. He's just like, until death, he doesn't know what are you looking for. Why are you hunting me or something?
It isn't often you see a guard outside of an artist's workshop.
I just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told otherwise, no one is going in or out.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
Okay. It's my lover. Oh. Okay.
Phidias and I have been friends for a long time. I'm leaving Athens and I don't know if I'll ever see him again.
You won't. And if you want to leave Athens in one piece, you'll go. Now.
Okay.
Everyone has a price. How much drachmi is this going to take?
Depends how much you have.
Yeah, sure.
Here, take it.
That'll do just fine. You tell anyone I did this and you're as good as dead.
Funny. I was going to say the same to you.
I just playing different like flavor or something. Last time I just come in, I think the game bugged out last time. And then I just come in. He didn't give a damn. Oh, he's dead somehow. Last time I come in, like he's already dead. I was like, and then we were just like, oh, okay, look at this. This corpse. Okay. How did you get up there? That's my question. How did you get up here?
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Perikles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
He sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
The people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't the trial Perikles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial, the people are against you, and now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together!
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's drachmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Perikles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Perikles seem close.
For Perikles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
Okay.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Okay, I was played. Fucker. I'll deal with that first. Wow. Are you really not paying attention to me? Give me back my drachmi. Well, he gave me back 500 exactly. Paid him. Nice. Sorry, I was to reply a message from my friend. Da 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 da. Right. Maybe we should grab that and the Y. Well, bad thing is I can now show you guys where I find every piece of puzzle. But other than, like, instead of a piece of gear like what it did in Origin, which is really nice touch, they give you a piece of engraving. Yeah. So some of them are just like not make sense. Some of them is really nice written, and almost all of them in the third DLC is BS. It's just like, I think the puzzle, or the worst puzzle they wrote is in Unity. Like, I guess you has to be like a certain level of English literature puzzle reference, you would not be able to solve them. But they really give you good gear, right? In DLC, the DLC for Unity, the Dead King is really good, and the weapon they gave in DLC is really nice. Like that sword? So the most OP things you can find in Unity is the smoke bomb and the sword. That sword will flash randomly, and whenever flash will stun enemy. So it's OP. Unity is one of the hardest Assassin's Creed game ever made. It's a very nice game, but I guess the technical issues really did a number, right?
If
at
I
night.
meditate, maybe Phidias will be here.
Yeah. Thank you for the hint.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Is that guy with the cult?
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can.
In position for sailing!
Oh my god. Herodotos, why you're here?
I've left places I've called home.
Yeah, me too.
What's that island ahead of us?
That, my friend, is the famous island of Salamis.
The place where Athens defeated.
Hopefully, the cult won't bother me now I'm out of Athens.
Paris, I have no, I have no interest in fighting them. They're still chasing me? Oh, okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Otherwise, you're
I don't remember those flavors.
Your stomach turning as much as mine is.
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Because it's the next mission, so we have to send him to a dog.
Get the oars ready! We'll stop here!
Is it full balls, full balls?
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Perikles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
That's everything Perikles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Alright. Is a cultist cool? I don't exactly know which one we make it out of it.
Cosmos demands to know the secrets hiding in the hearts of men. So I
simply cut them open. Yeah, I unveiled the last time. Not him.
Who needs democracy when Thrakmi rules the world?
Right, that's not them. This is Deimos.
The cult is nothing without me. Even the gods cower in my wake. Kneel or die.
Alright. Well said, Alexios.
What's one life worth without 1,000 others behind it?
So, if you want a poison set, this bench is really nice. If you want fire site, this branch is where you need to go. The rest, I don't really know.
Slaves understand you better when you carve your rules into the backs of their heads.
Oh.
I swear on my life and the lives I will take from others.
Oh,
I
right.
will not fail the cosmos again.
Right, this dude is the one that's just like, oh, I cannot kill a is crying, begging for mercy. Like he's like, I will do it, and you let the other guy burn him. Yeah, he's the guy. And also, all arrows piercing shield 30 hand plus 30% hunter damage. Athenian war hero hunter set. Interesting. So if you want to do the cultists, you're just like, oh, a cultist enjoy the company of a hero, basically courtesans, and continue Odyssey. So I guess, and it typically will give you a clue like where it's supposed to be, you know, like give you a location. Just like, oh, help people around this location. Mostly they'll just like continue Odyssey. So the nation treasure in the Locrius fort. So if you go to Locrius and did the fort, loot the nation treasure, you will uncover this cultist entity. So that's what you do. Sometimes like this, you need to pursue go on with their story, and you will meet them, and when you kill people in the branch.
I spent 20 years at sea, only to realize the cult was my home.
Oh, so this guy, if not mistaken, this guy should be your first epic ship. It's tough, but you can do it. And yeah. So the clue of cultists can be bought in Corinthia. So you just go to Corinthia, go to blacksmith, and you would buy. Yeah, you would buy it. Amazonian outfit. What? Amazonian. I don't remember that.
The fight is only over when I am the last man left standing.
Right. I think one of them you have to fight in arena. You just have to go in and, you know, and you choose to fight him. It was funny.
Chaos is our greatest strength.
Yeah, I think this one, Beast of Sparta, he's the arena dude. Anyway, we will see what we can do for occultists. I basically don't need them anymore. Because, I mean, I probably would do that 2 branches just for the free upgrade. But that's about it, you know? So, okay. We can unlock this and we will teleport back. Hurry. As for later, you know, we can just teleport back to this island, do some quests. I will probably dig out what quests give you legendary lieutenant. We will do them first. Because I'm lacking lieutenants on my ship. So lieutenants, you start with 1, and then when you upgrade your ship, and you can unlock more and more lieutenant spot. Up to 4. And there's one called Call to Arms. You can summon your lieutenant. I've never used that before. And that is an enhanceable ability too. Just like I said, I have never tried it out. I don't know how it goes. Maybe good, maybe bad. Maybe just a waste of time. The reason for me is I don't have free spot for that ability. Okay. Let me see. There's making friends. Oh, is that little girl? That's pretty sad. If that's the little girl one, because what happened to my map? It just turned to shit. Attica. Oh. Okay. So that is just like a go in and kill him kind of deal. Not biggie, actually. Is my map always like this? I just turned to shit all of a sudden. Oh well. Father of democracy. Sounds promising. Alrighty. You know what? Let's unlock this one too. Yeah. So, like when we do Forge, we can just gradually, you know, you can save it up. It's fine. You can save it up. You need 15, so just save them up. You have to unlock the quests. Then, whenever you kill Pomarsh, you will loot their seal.
I might have a job for you. If you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
You've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Mystios.
With flattery like that, how could I possibly turn you down?
I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I think
think you may have the wrong idea about me, General.
Demosthenes.
I'm not a murderer, if that's what you expected.
I expected you were someone who wants to get paid. Was I wrong?
No, not completely. Fine. What do you want?
My spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get into their forts and remove the commanders in charge.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve. You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof. You'll be amply rewarded.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian tactics.
They're not. But it will work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many Athenians to those savages using traditional warfare. The other generals disagree, but I refuse to let them destroy our chances.
What do they want to do?
They want honorable face-to-face warfare, pitting our forces directly against the Spartans. We're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them. So, will you kill the commanders?
Yeah, sure.
Right. I'll take the job.
Good. I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not about to let that stop me.
Wow.
What's so special about these seals?
Only elite Spartan commanders carry these seals, those in charge of entire forts. They'd all die before parting with them. So bring me the seals as proof that they're dead.
Okay.
Where can I find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory, taking over forts that once belonged to us. Make them pay for every inch.
What's your strategy?
Whatever it takes to protect Athenian lives and kill Spartans.
That's not what I meant. What's your personal strategy?
My career is none of your business. Know that I don't seek
Come
much.
on.
Only proper recognition of my strategic brilliance.
You've told me enough. I'll get your seals for you, General.
Well, that's a long quest line. That I can tell you. So now, whenever you go to a Spartan fort, you will kill them and get the seals. And you need 15 of them, and then you can wait until you come back and enjoy all of the dialogue at once. Because every time you gather 3, you can come back, and he will give your a lecture and give you another quest to get 5 more or 3 more, you know. And that the statue we just climbed on, it is Artemis statue. So yeah, whenever we go to a Spartan controlled city and deal with the fort, we may as well kill the pole merch and get the seal. So you probably will have a epic set from each of the nation. In the end, you will fight one last conquest battle, and you'll get your legendary sword. I think the stats is not bad neither. Okay, this quest is kind of fun, and this is gonna be probably the last we do today. So enjoy.
Kassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again.
Yep.
And now we
We
have.
will.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
Okay. How do you get here?
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
Are you Athenian? I mean, we don't know much about Phoebe.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Perikles?
No, for Aspasia.
Aspasia is Pericles' wife.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's
yeah,
just
my clothes
here.
fine.
I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
I had a group of orphans. Like, dude, I can totally see Phoebe in those roles. Phoebe is great, but we don't know much about her.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I don't want to change the clothes.
There's no way I'm wearing that.
But if you don't...
I mean it, Phoebe.
You have to leave your weapons here, though.
Fine.
I'm not changing. Damn it. Last time I changed. This time I'm not changing. Not wearing it again.
I didn't warn you.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons.
Take my spear.
Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
So Phoebe will guard there. You cannot leave. We'll just go in, and we just gonna.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler.
Hello, you changed clothes.
Entrance. Only slightly late too.
Come on.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
Oh, we're intimidating them.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're not different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
Perhaps your individual fashion sense would get their memories working. Now then, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongue.
Take the wine.
Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
Okay, that's very funny.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Okay.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin.
But he is.
He wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Perikles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
He never.
Socrates.
Oh my God! Right,
where
he's
I
here.
least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Yeah, Alcibiades, right. He's quite a work. I like him. He's nuts in a way. Like that.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mistios like you think of a party like this?
It's nuts. Oh my God.
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight or end one.
Thank you, Herodotos.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Perikles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Okay. Don't leave me alone.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
Ha! You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax, talk to the others, and focus on finding your mother.
Alright. It's just a laid back, no fight. We just talk and, you know. There are multiple quests. Yeah. And then each of them will give you one clue to follow around. So yeah, that's quite fun. Before all the fun, I need to take another bio break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I will do this first. It was so funny. And also, he was my first date in the last playthrough, so I guess it will as well be the first this one too. Oh my God.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression.
Right.
I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Okay.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Right.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
Okay. It's in the kitchen, so yeah. Alright. I think it's in the kitchen somewhere. Oh, here it is. Olive oil. Well, we can talk to them later, one by one. We'll get this knocked out of the way.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
Yes, I did.
You've grown up in Perikles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Perikles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
Okay. He will have all the excuses to celebrate, and almost everything he said will have some kind of reference of sex.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
Okay.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Yeah, sure.
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me get out of my clothes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the god.
Nope, that's my gear. Whoa.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Corinthia is the city of courtesans, yeah.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Yep, you will meet him a lot.
It's not much
in this game,
but it's a start.
And every time when he showed up, and that is the music playing. It's funny. Oh, you're in love. Okay.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-bladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
Okay.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Oh, whatever. You guys have fun.
Amistios in Perikles' abode? I never thought I'd see the day. You must have seen me doing my impression of Hermipos. I call it the dejected weasel. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Don't be a dick.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
Hello.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
Yes.
Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Perikles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Perikles is no different.
Right.
Amistios? Here? I suppose they've sent you to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Why? Why you're so important? I don't even know you. Okay. Arrogant ass.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much.
Right.
You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That Perikles, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov.
Oh.
But he doesn't talk without a drink.
Okay. I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Okay.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
Okay.
How do you know Perikles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Perikles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen.
Well said, Cassandra. Well said.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
Oh,
jealous?
jealous?
Get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Okay.
You shouldn't be in here. What do you want?
Sweet one? Dry one? Cannot stand sweet wine.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Sure. If I fucked up, I fucked up. Whatever. Come on.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Sure.
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Sure.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Right.
Perikles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Perikles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Right.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Right?
Ready for more?
I guess I fucked up. They need dry wine.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart.
Aww.
Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it.
Right.
Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
And also, you know, Hippocrates, he fucked up. He didn't, and like, he become who he is because he turned down Melini. Yeah. And because he has too many patients, and he turned down her, and she left, and the baby quote unquote died. Yeah. So that's another story. When we arrive Argos, we can solve that part. I'm just saying, I don't give a damn about spoilers in this playthrough.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
Well, it's good.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Perikles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
So this is party, eh? Just drink, having sex, general fun, I guess. Alright, talk to Socrates.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
Do you intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
Ape.
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rules. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
What?
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
Oh, that's weird. She said Aspasia in the middle of argumenting. I was like, what?
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Underestimate.
Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Really?
I did what I had to, and I'd do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we have to survive, and there's no shame in that, believe me. You make an interesting choice, Cassandra, in not dressing to fit in.
Fit in? Fancy clothes wouldn't help me fit in. Your Athenian chitons are strange to me.
Right.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
How can I talk discreetly?
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done
In a
or
former
someone
life.
found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Well, she's fine.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Perikles to come down here and greet his guests.
Alright, let's do an errand boy for the last time. And where's your stair? Wow. Where's your stairs? Alright, here.
Kassandra?
I don't recall sending for you, Miss Theos. Phoebe shouldn't have let you in here.
Well, Aspasia sent me, douchebag.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me.
Why host them?
Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotos and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
Nope.
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Alrighty.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but...
He's not.
One day, when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Yeah, I do.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Right.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Or your friend important to you.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotos was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Perikles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
A person.
Perikles. The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
When you see it, you're dead.
Related to one of the cult members. And I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Good choice.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
can talk to you? Who are you?
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Oh, okay. The dude, just the snake dude.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need a weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
I think we're gonna go to Corinthia.
There's a woman in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to talk.
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
He sure does.
That's
Before
true.
you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on
Okay, so
Kefalonia
plague
isn't
happened,
our fault.
whatever.
I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
I didn't do that quest. The plague still happened? What?
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Letters to the master. What? One. Okay. Okay. Attica Fort Palmarch knows the cultist. Find him or continue Odyssey. Cool. So yeah. That's typically how you do it. Just like go in, see a fort, and go kill Palmarch. You probably gonna get the thing, yada yada yada. But yeah, like I said, that's probably the last one we did today. What we'll do today, and next time we'll go to Corinthia. I believe it will be somewhere here. No? Oh, Corinthia here. Yeah. So yeah, to find a girl. So that is very interesting, and those are the lost tiles of Greece. We will do them later, but that's for today. Thank you for watching.